Hello everybody. I apologise if you can hear the cockerel in the background, but there's nothing I can really do about that. Before I start on this video, could you please like and subscribe, because I've gone through a bit of pain to make this video just to give you some information. Yes, I will show you my ear later. But anyway, the reason I'm making this video, and I originally was going to make 3 parts. One part was the consultation, the second part was the biopsy, and the third part was the actual procedure. Unfortunately, it didn't work out like that, and I will explain why. So this video is basically about the CHONG HUA Hospital in Mandaue, and myself having possible skin cancer. So don't all run away, just stay put and I'll give you some information. First of all, last Monday I phoned up the CHONG HUA Hospital and only to be told it was shut for 3 days because of Easter. Okay, fine, no problem. So I phoned them on Thursday. And I was told that if I come Monday, they have a different doctor on every day, and it's a walk-in consultation. In other words, first come, first served. So I said, okay, I will come on Monday, and I asked the price of the consultation, and it was 735 peso for the consultation, which I thought was quite good. And at the same time, my partner had a tooth out and she had to go and get a panorama x-ray. In other words, a 360 round her head for her teeth, because she needs to get them sorted out. And lucky enough, the panorama x-ray place and the CHONG HUA Hospital were very near Park Mall. So it was in walking distance between each place. So again, I phoned the dentist place up and they said it's a walk-in, and obviously first come, first served, and the cost of that was 1,400 peso for a panoramic x-ray. So now you know that. So come Monday, we woke up early. The surgery at the CHONG HUA is it opens at 8, but the consultant doesn't get there until 10. And sometimes they have procedures with appointments. So it's basically first come, first served. But anyway, on Monday morning, we arrive at the CHONG HUA Hospital. We go over to the area where the food hall is, and then we go to the 10th floor where the aesthetic department, I've never heard of that word before, but apparently it means beauty or something. And basically that is the Dermatology Department. So we walk in at 8:30, and the lovely lady behind the counter said, oh, sorry, the consultant has phoned in, she's got an emergency, so all appointments are cancelled that day. Well, needless to say, I wasn't very happy. In fact, my partner said, you know, calm down a bit, you know, because I was saying, oh, Jesus Christ. And apparently that is, you know, Filipinos don't like that. It's a bit of sign of aggression. But anyway, and I said to her, why couldn't you send messages out? And she was doing that because she sent me a message on the Thursday explaining about the walk-in and which doctor is on Monday and the timings, etc., etc., and the cost of the consult to see the doctor. Anyway, we walked out. And we walked up the road to the x-ray place for my partner, and it was empty. She walked straight in. Within 15 minutes, she had a panoramic x-ray done and paid the 1,400. So I said to her when we came back, I said, look, don't bother coming with me tomorrow. I'll get up extra early. So I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Now, bearing in mind, sorry, I didn't point out this to you. We live in Lapu, which is across the bridge from Mandaue. So I have to get a taxi. I don't have to get a taxi. I can get a jeepney if I want, or a bus. But at that time in the morning, you get all the workers in the shopping malls going, and I thought, well, a taxi will drop me right outside the door of the hospital. So I caught a taxi. Anyway, on the Tuesday morning, after failing to see the consultant on the Monday, I went on the Tuesday to see another doctor. I woke up at 5 o'clock. I walked down to the taxi terminal, which is about 10-minute walk from there. And I got in a taxi straight to the CHONG HUA Hospital. I was there at 6:05. I went up to the 10th floor and the concierge let me sit there, and I had to wait 2 hours for the reception of the Dermatology Department to come and open up at 8 o'clock. But I was number one. I was first in the queue, which was what I was after. You don't have to, and to be honest, there wasn't many people turned up anyway. I think she had 5 procedures to do that day, and she was only allowing, I think, 15 walk-in. Well, there wasn't even 15 walk-in. I think there was about 2 or 3. But anyway, that is the procedure. You walk in if you want a consultation first. Anyway, I sat there, and the doctor comes at 10 o'clock. So I waited 4 hours from 6 until 10 for the doctor to come in. But luckily enough, she came in a bit earlier, about 9:30. So I went in there. And I explained to her that on the side of my ear, this side of my ear, I've got a large scab that I've had for about 2.5 years. And because of the pandemic, I couldn't do anything about it. And every time the scab came off, I would put cream on it, and it just wouldn't heal. Anyway, she had a quick look at it and said, oh, I think I'll need to refer you to a plastic surgeon. Okay, I thought. So we go outside to the reception, and we make an appointment for the Wednesday, which is today. And the bill that they gave me for that very short consultation, I was expecting a bill of 735 peso. But in the end, the bill was only 200 peso, maybe because it was quick and it wasn't a consultation as such. So I went downstairs to the upper ground floor where you pay the bills, and I paid it. And then I walked my way out to the main entrance where I got dropped off by a taxi, and 9 times out of 10, people are still getting dropped off, so you jump in the taxi that they get out of. So I came home, and the appointment that they booked for me for Wednesday, today, was 11 o'clock. So that gave me a few hours laying, but I still couldn't sleep very well. So I got up at 6, showered, had breakfast, hung around for a little while, and then at 9 o'clock I walked down to the taxi place, and luckily enough I caught a taxi coming up the road, so I waved him down, and he took me to CHONG HUA Hospital. I got there about 10 past 9, I think, 10 past 9. And I went up, and I was the only one there. I said, sorry, I'm early. And apparently my appointment was the only one they had that day. Because someone else came in after a little while after me and said, can I see the doctor? Like this walk-in. And she said, no, sorry, the doctor's not in today. So it's a bit touch and go sometimes on this walk-in. I don't see why they have this walk-in. To me, it's so annoying. You could travel quite a distance, arrive there and find out that there's no doctor on. At least with an appointment, you've got some sort of a timetable to aim for. Anyway, that's by the by. I sat there and the doctor came in at 10:30. I thought it was an actual man, the plastic surgeon, but apparently it wasn't. It was this young lady. And I went into a consultation with her. I explained, she asked me questions where I've been working, living, etc. And I told her that before I came to the Philippines, I was working 3 years in Oman in the oil fields. And if any of you have worked in the desert before, you will know that the desert is a lot hotter than in the town, etc. And in the desert, I could stand out in the desert in Oman and my hands would feel like as if they're actually burning. The heat was that high. But anyway, I'm not saying that it was Oman that caused it. It could have been Cyprus, where I lived for 9 years, or whatever. Anyway, I didn't know what it was. That is the reason why I went there, because it was getting a bit annoying, because it was in an area where I shave, where I go to the hairdressers and everywhere else. But just to give you a little bit of background, when I was looking for some clinics within Lapu-Lapu or Paho, they was all cosmetic clinics. There was none that I could really find that does skin cancer. And also, I've also forgot to tell you something. When we came out of the x-ray place for my partner's panoramic x-ray, lo and behold, in the top corner of this sort of small shopping mall was a dermatologist. Now, knowing full well that I'd already been told that the doctor in the hospital is not there, I thought, well, why don't I try this dermatologist? This was about 9:10 in the morning, Tuesday morning. No, Monday morning, sorry, Monday. And it wasn't open. There was no hours on the door. It was not open. It was like 9:30ish. So I took a copy of their phone number, and when I arrived home on the Monday, I phoned them up, and she said, yes, we don't open until 11 o'clock. The dermatologist arrives at 11. I said, do you do procedures there? She said, no, we only do the biopsy. So I thought, well, I'll make an appointment. I said, I'll make an appointment for 11, because the next day, Tuesday, when I go back to the hospital, if I get any more trouble that the doctor's not turned up, I could always go to this dermatologist in the shopping mall. Anyway, I went to the hospital yesterday and they referred me to the plastic surgeon today. But also yesterday, Monday evening, I received a text from this dermatology place saying, the doctor has got an appointment at 11, can you make it at 12? So I thought, well, okay, let's just make an appointment just in case the hospital doctor doesn't turn up. So I said, okay. And quite funny enough, after I came back yesterday from the hospital, I had another text message from this clinic, so-called dermatology clinic in this shopping mall, saying, the doctor's sick today, can you make another appointment which is more convenient to you? Well, the two I made were more convenient to me, so in the end I just said, I'm not even going to bother, because I'd already seen the doctor in CHONG HUA Hospital. So that leads me to today. Like I said, I turned up, the doctor saw me, I explained to her what had happened. I showed her a picture yesterday of Monday that I took of my cancer bit there with a scab, because when I had a shower this morning, the scab came off. So she said, okay, she had a quick look. She felt all around my neck and my chest and everything, I don't know what for. So she said, okay, we'll do a biopsy. There's obviously some sort of tumour there, but the biopsy will tell us what it is. So I thought, well, okay, you're going to do it now? She said, yes, yeah. Just go back outside and the receptionist will get the room ready. Now, I thought, unbeknown to me, I thought that I was going to get it done at another part of the hospital, like a sort of surgeon's area. But no, they have a room in there where they do cosmetic surgery and laser and skin tags and to make women look beautiful. I didn't want to be made beautiful because I don't think I could get any more beautiful than what I am, really. But anyway, going back to this possible skin cancer, I didn't know whether it's skin cancer. So the receptionist got the room ready, and I went in and took my shoes off, glasses off, laid down on the bed. The doctor came in. She told me to, she put a towel over my face when I turned my head to the side, because she was going to give me an injection, and she said the injection is painful, so I was prepared for something. Anyway, she injected some stuff in this side, because my head is still a bit numb from it, and that's from 3 hours ago. Maybe it might help my brain a bit. Well, it could be my brain that's numb, actually. But she gave me the injection. She counted 3, 2, 1, and I expected this, intense pain, but it was nothing really. Anyway, she felt around my ear asking, can I feel this, can I feel that? And in the end, I couldn't feel anything. The only thing I could feel actually was the bloody air conditioner. It was freezing, my feet were freezing, but being a man, I sort of didn't want to complain, and I just wanted to man up, But anyway, a minute or so later, I could hear this top of a jar being screwed on, and then she kept pushing down on my wound, and probably because it was bleeding or whatever. And in the end, I could feel her either sewing it up or using these little clips to close it. And that was it. She showed me the little sample that she took, which was, how can I describe it? Probably about twice the size of a rice grain, actually, and it was in some clear liquid. And she said they would have the results back for me within 7 days, which I was glad to hear, because I've been up and down to CHONG HUA Hospital in Mandaue for 3 days now. Monday was a waste, but again, we got my partner's x-ray done. Tuesday was the referral for the surgeon today. So, I bet you want to know the cost, don't you? Well, this is no bullshit, because I've got the papers here with me. Now, remember what I said yesterday? They only charged me 200 pesos, where the consultancy should be 735, but they only charged me 200 because I don't think it was a real consultant. Not consultant, it wasn't a real, it was more of a referral to another doctor, so that's why they charged me less. But anyway, then bearing in mind that I live in Lapu-Lapu or Paho, it cost me, let's just round it up to 400 pesos a day, there and back in taxi fares. But obviously, if you live near CHONG HUA Hospital, it won't cost you as much as that. Or if you want to get a jeepney or a bus, it won't cost you as much as that. Or even a motorbike if you want to, but I don't really trust motorbikes. Anyway, let's get back. So, they took the autopsy, put it in a jar. I got up, I said, thank you very much. 7 days time, they'll send me an email or a message, give me what the results are, and make another appointment for me to hopefully have it cut out if it is cancer. Now, the total bill for that, now I made a mistake when I first saw it. The first bill they gave me was for, let's see, 7,623 peso and 38. I thought that was the total bill. Now I went down to the upper floor where you pay your bills, but it wasn't. I made a mistake. It was a simple mistake because I've never had to pay this sort of bill before. You have to pay 5,000 for the doctor's fee. 7,000 for the doctor's fee. So in total, the bill for my biopsy came to 12,623 peso and 28. Now, I don't know whether you can see it on the screen, but that is it. I don't know whether you can pause it, but I will try and read it to you if I can. Some of it is a bit scientific. Okay, the doctor's fee was 5,000. The skin biopsy 2mm, 4mm was 2,940. The histopath study, small, I don't know whether that is the biopsy investigation, I don't know. That is 2,785. The Mucipin ointment, which they gave me to put on afterwards for the next few days, was 343 peso. The sutures, Vicryl, 16mm. Anyway, that comes to 820 peso. And the consultation, this is where they charged me the full amount, was 735. So in total, the whole bill came to 12,623, which I thought was quite reasonable when you consider some of the prices that you may pay in the UK or anything like that. I don't know about the USA or any other countries. Just going by the UK, CHONG HUA is a private hospital. They also gave me a prescription for some paracetamol, but she said she doesn't think that I'll need it, so I'm not going to get it yet until I'm in pain. Anyway, when I was looking up these hospitals and clinics, like I said, in Pau and Lapu, they were all beauty clinics and everything else. I looked up on the reviews of the CHONG HUA Hospital, and there was one lady on it from, I think, California, and she ripped them to bits. She said, if you're a foreigner, you're going to get charged more. They were changing x-rays, they were changing drawings, they were doing this, they were doing that. If it's a foreigner that owns the hospital, don't go there because they're overcharged Filipinos and everything. I had no experience of that whatsoever. It's a private hospital, so you do expect to pay a little bit more. But to be honest, I thought 12,623 for a biopsy for something that I've had annoying me for 2.5 years, not knowing whether it was cancerous or not knowing anything about it. I think it was a good, reasonable price. Yeah? Obviously, I don't know when I go back whether it's going to cost more. I'm assuming it's going to cost more, but I don't know whether the skin biopsy and the histopath will be removed. I just don't know. But anyway, even if it's the same price or a little bit more, it's worth it. It's worth to get rid of it. Otherwise, it can spread. But again, like I said, I don't know what it is. So you can work out the money if you want. 12,622 peso. The 200 yesterday, and the 1,200 that I spent in taxi fares. But it's door-to-door taxis. And sometimes in the morning, there's a lot of traffic from Pau and Lapu for people going to work that work in SM Mall and Park Mall and Seaside Mall, because they have all the big employees over in Mandaue and further south. But this is the CHONG HUA Hospital in Mandaue. There is another one in Cebu, but to be honest, I cannot fault the system, apart from the Monday that really pissed me off a bit, but what can you do? It's not the receptionist's fault. And she was trying to contact everyone that she had on her text contacts, which included me, but obviously I was a bit too keen to get there. anyway, that's it. So my next video will be hopefully within, I don't know, 8 or 9 days, because in 7 days they're going to give me the results of the biopsy, and then I can go make another video telling you what the results are, and also the procedure of getting it done. Now, don't wait for these things, guys, or ladies and gentlemen, don't wait for these. If you think it's skin cancer, get it done. I put it off and put it off and put it off, thinking that it was just a cut and scabbed over but wouldn't heal, you know. Anyway, I'm glad I've got it done now. I'm looking forward to the results. I'm looking forward to a lay-in tomorrow for the next 7 days, so I don't have to go to Mandaue. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully I've explained it properly. You know, phoned up Thursday, they sent me a text, giving me the details of Monday. I go Monday, the doctor didn't turn up. I went early Tuesday to make sure I was number one. Then she referred me to a plastic surgery, which I had the appointment at 11 o'clock. Today, Wednesday, which I've had the biopsy, and it's there. I don't know whether you can see it, a little biopsy. And I'll wait and see. And I will let you guys know once I know in the next video. So, take care. Please like and subscribe. I'm just trying my hardest, and I haven't swore in this video, so please tell me whether you like my videos with a little bit of swearing or not a little bit of swearing. I'm trying to, how can I put it? I'm trying to find my way of what people want. Yeah, I'm trying so many ways. But anyway, CHONG HUA Hospital, Mandaue, I highly recommend for the Dermatology Department, and the procedures, the staff, the doctors, everything was amazing. And I'll see you in 7 days' time when I get the results, or as and when. Okay? All the best, everybody, and thank you for listening, and stay safe. Bye. Sorry, there's one thing I failed to mention on my video about me possibly having skin cancer. I'm sure that someone would ask, well, does he have medical insurance? And the answer is no, I do not have medical insurance. And the reason I do not have medical insurance is because from past experience. When I left the military in '94, I was working overseas, and I was advised to get medical insurance during my vacation when I'm flying from one country back to UK, etc. And I was paying, the company was AXA. I always remember it was AXA. And I'm sorry if I'm shaking a bit because I'm just holding it by my hand. I was paying, I think, £250 a month for my medical insurance. And I must have had it 6, 8 years, I just don't know how long I had it. One day when I was in Kazakhstan, I was sitting at my desk one lunchtime, and I thought I'll go on to AXA and see how much the policy is now, expecting it to go up. Much to my surprise, I looked onto my policy and it had gone down. So I phoned them up and I said, can I cancel my policy and take out a new one because it's cheaper? And they said, no, it's not allowed. But they said, we can give you 1 month free. And I thought, well, that's very decent of you. Okay, I said, I'll take the 1 month free. And then the next month I cancelled the policy. I've never claimed any medical insurance from anybody. Now, I don't know how much I'm paying every year. It must have been at least, I don't know, 6,000, maybe £6,000 a year. And if you work out all the years that I've paid medical insurance, I've never claimed. And I worked it out, I must have paid over £30,000 in medical insurance that I've never used. And 9 times out of 10, when you do go to claim, they say, sorry, that's not part of your claim, or that's not covered or something. I am sick of medical insurance. I'm not knocking medical insurance. If you feel and you can afford it and you want medical insurance, by all means do it. Don't start sending me emails saying I'm wrong. This is my own personal experience, why I do not have medical insurance. I had a kidney stone here in the Philippines once when I first came here. I had one on my left side in Cyprus, which went after a day, free of charge because it was part of the EU. And when I came here, I had one on my right side. I caught a jeepney to the, a tricycle to the hospital because I live in the city and it's nearby. I think the whole lot cost me about 3,000. And the next day I walked to the hospital for a scan. But that evening after I went to the hospital, I went to the CR and the little sandy grit came out. But that month I could have paid £250 for my medical insurance, where in reality I only paid about 2,000 or 3,000 peso. And it's the same with this possible biopsy. 12,000 something I paid. It's still less than £250 a month. But like I said, that's my own personal experience. I would sooner pay for it as and when it happens, because it may not happen. And if it does happen, then make sure you've got something to pay it with. That's all I'm saying. So please don't, send me nasty emails saying bullshit, you don't know what you're saying, you must have medical insurance. If you want it, if it works for you, get it. But for me, I'm sorry, I'm not paying £250 a month when I may not even use it in 12 months. I could put that money to better use. Okay, please like and subscribe. Like I said, I need all the subscribers I can get. And I look forward to giving you the results of the autopsy and the procedure next time. Take care, and I'm sorry for the shakes, but I left my tripod on the table. See you later. Bye-bye.